Hey guys, this is Dan from Novice No Longer, and this video is a follow-up to my 10-part video tutorial about WordPress, including getting hosting, installing WordPress, and setting up your blog. And in this video, I just kind of wanted to touch on what it takes to make money from your blog. And making money from a blog or website is a lot more work than it might seem to outsiders. So I kind of wanted to go over the structure for how to set up your WordPress blog if your goal is to eventually make money from your blog. So the very first thing I want to touch on is two types of content. And this is the basis for everything you need to know about making money from your blog. There is free content and there is premium content. Premium content being stuff that you sell, that you actually give people in exchange for money. You can't just write and create content and expect to make actual money from it, because that's just not going to work. You're not going to be able to sell enough ads. I mean, you're seeing massive newspapers and magazines online all going under right now because you can't make money off of words. So if you want to run your own profitable blog, you need to really understand the difference between free content and premium content. So the very first thing is free content, and this of course includes blog posts, newsletters, podcasts, guest posts, YouTube videos, free downloads, which you could be ebooks or anything else like that. This is all content that you are going to create, that you're going to spend hours working on, that you're going to give away for free. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why you're going to do that, but let's touch on premium content really quick. Of course, that's going to be web courses. You can create books. You can create in-depth guides. You can take your free content and organize it neatly in an easy-to-read format and then sell that as premium content. You can also have merchandise, t-shirts, anything else like that. Or you can have or create a community of like-minded people. So people could pay to be a part of a Slack community, a Facebook community. If you're the person organizing that community, you can actually sell that for money. So there's one item here that I want to go into a little bit more detail on, and that's free content organized neatly. What I mean by that is over the course of running your blog, you're going to create a lot of free content. So much so that if somebody just discovers your website, it might take them hours to pour through your content to find stuff that might be relevant to them and to actually get value from it. So eventually, it might make sense to take some of your older content and package it in an easy-to-read format, because what people are really trading their money for is time. All of the information you might have on your blog might be available for free anywhere else on the web, but actually finding it, learning it, separating the valuable stuff from the not valuable stuff, that takes a lot of time. So really the value that you're giving people and the value that you're selling people is time and saving them that time. So if you have a bunch of free content, even though it's free on your blog, if you take that, organize it all together in a really neat way, that's valuable. So successfully monetized websites should use free content in order to sell premium content. So you're going to be creating free content like blog posts, videos, and your goal with that is to prove that you know what you're talking about and that you provide value. You want people to see how useful your stuff is. And one way to do that is to give people quick wins. So in all of your free content that you're creating, you want to give people something that's a low-hanging fruit, easy to achieve, and kind of show your value and hint at how in-depth you can go with your more premium content. So the very first step, if you want to make money from your blog, is going to be create outstanding content. There is no shortcuts here. You need to create great stuff. Second is get people to sign up for your email list. Email list is the most important thing if you want to make money from your blog, because an email list are people that have actually opted in to receive marketing from you, basically. And these are people that you know for a fact are interested. They are fantastic leads. And if you have a new product to sell or a new premium piece of content, you can send it out to them, and the conversion rates on those are going to be higher than anywhere else on the web. And the best thing about an email list is you can really email them as much as you want, because if there's anybody that's on your list that you're worried about unsubscribing, if they're unsubscribing, then they weren't going to buy anything anyway. So the people that are subscribed to you, just remember, they want to hear from you and they're interested in what you have to say, because hopefully, going back to point one, you're creating outstanding content that is valuable. And everywhere on your website should be sales funnels to sell premium content. So what I'm going to do next is briefly go over my website and show you how I kind of took these tenets and applied them myself. And in a second part video, I'm going to go over some other popular bloggers' websites and also show you exactly how they're doing what I'm talking about here. So here's my website, and it is far from perfect, but I kind of want to walk you through the layout of my website so you can understand the intent of why I put things where they are. One of the first things you'll notice at the very top is a link to sign up for my newsletter. And if you go to this link, it'll take you to a dedicated website that tells you the value of signing up for my email newsletter, as well as what you're getting for free, and makes it very easy to subscribe. So that's at the very top of the homepage. Of course, the menu here on the right, I want everybody to know about my podcast, so I put that right at the top in the sidebar. Followed by that is the most popular posts, and these are posts that I've actually chosen as being the most useful as well as the most popular. So these are going to be some blog posts that I think that people visiting my website will find useful. Right below that are a few of the courses or resources that I have that can instantly help people, like launch your own website. And I mentioned earlier in the video, this is the 10-part video course that's completely free about setting up your very own WordPress website. So you can get to that directly from the sidebar. Tools that I use, I have a list of all the resources that I use if people want to get mentorship with me, and then another course about becoming a freelance writer. Those are all right in the sidebar, easy to use, and in graphics, so they really catch the eye. Following that, there's a brief about me, so if you've never heard of me, there's a quick description, and where my writing has appeared. I actually used to write for The Verge as well as Laptop Magazine, and so this gives me a little bit of credibility that I actually am a legit person that has had my writing appear in a bunch of different places. Another thing that's extremely useful to have that I do not have actually, but a lot of people do, is a link either right up here in the menu or somewhere else that's really prominent, say here, that basically says start here. And so people, if they're brand new to your website, they're overwhelmed by the amount of content that you have, they don't know what to do, the one place they'll always click is the start here. And on that page, you should basically give a rundown of everything that you're about, all the links to the super valuable stuff, and explain the context of what that is, and just really make it easy for new people to your website to jump into your content. So one other thing I want to show you guys on this website is the About section. A lot of people will just write a couple of sentences. That is not how you want to think of your About page. The About page is your way to sell yourself and your knowledge. You want to write a lot, explain exactly how you're thinking, how you're hoping to help people, all of those details, and what you can give to the listener, or not to the listener, to the reader, to the visitor of your website, or the listener if you have a podcast, should be right here. So you basically want to make this an essay that's about you, but really more it's about what value your website has. And again, this is all part of that free content that is going to be going towards selling your premium content. So like I said, my website is not the ideal layout, but if you go under resources to my products, you can find my premium products. And really the one that is most important is kind of buried, which is not the best, but it's the Idea to App online course. And if you click on that, it's a premium course that I'm selling about how to take an idea for a mobile application and turn it into an actual app. If I was actually doing this a little bit better, this would be way more front and center. There would be a lot more sales funnels going towards this. And I do have that with some of the kind of email newsletter funnels that I have. But again, this is not the perfect example, but you definitely want to have these things on your website, and everything should be funneling towards the sale, because it's the sale of premium content such as this is how actual bloggers make money. All right, thanks for watching the video. In part 2, I'm going to take a look at existing popular bloggers' websites and go over exactly what they're doing right so you can see how everybody else is doing it.